Hello, human beings, welcome. It is ENYELAH here, Brown and Taylor, to share some more of that life wisdom with you. It is a beautiful thing to be able to do. And today I'm going to share with you about those of us who are leaders and those of us who are really tapped in spiritually. We're on the deeper levels. So someone who would be a tarot reader, a pastor of a church, a guru of a set of people, a deity of a bunch of human beings. Remember that every person that you're asking for information from has their own specific system on how they do everything. Whether your person is a celebrity or your person is someone who is the head of your specific organization, whoever you are looking towards and you believe has these supernatural type of powers to do something very, very special, and you are looking to have answers from them based upon their ability to do those supernatural type of things. Now, the supernatural type of things are very, very difficult to hold and maintain. So I want each and every person to understand what we really go through as women who are spiritualists and men who are spiritualists. There's a specific frequencies that we go to, and the deeper the frequency, the more that it affects our entire being. The more it affects how we do everything. It affects our own mental ability to see and dictate our own self and others, learning to differentiate the differences between our own specific internal voice and then those that are on this same frequency of life itself. And then deeper and deeper. As I am existence, I am the one that governs existence. This is one of the frequencies that I have achieved and mastered. It is a very valuable frequency. It is on the infinite plane. You have to be an infinite being who manifests things on an instant basis to be on this. There are different frequencies. There's forever frequencies. There's committed life frequencies. These are also very powerful frequencies that a lot of leaders are actually sharing their information with on a consistent basis. This is why you know when someone is actually telling the truth, because their frequency is emitting on these frequencies. And when somebody goes to tap into those frequencies or listen on those frequencies, then they're like, that's actually who they are, and what they're saying matches up. So this is really something that is really incredibly powerful when you actually are the frequency and you're speaking the same way. This is usually much more difficult on the deeper levels of life to accomplish. Because the deeper levels of life, every decision is your life. Every decision is the way and the direction that you're going. It's instant. Your words come forward into reality and you are solidified. Like every pressing on the blockchain, every time you press the button of accept this or transact this, it's recorded. It is the same way that all of the universe and everything is you're consistently recording. The deeper you are, the more profound those recordings go out into the universe and create frequency. Now, as a person who has created the framework for existence, I am deeper than this. I do operate and I am creating frequencies on deeper levels to maintain all of the other levels. This is my specific mastery. And I want each and every one of you to know that anyone who's on deeper levels has the ability to read and dictate in those specific frequencies. Now, the deeper levels, like very, very accurate tarot readers or pastors that seem to know what everybody's going through in the church, or the guru that just has the same inklings as everybody else and really, oh wow, they get what I'm feeling. Every single belief system, it is the same stuff that's going on inside the human that each and every person is tapping into. So this is why it's so important to choose your belief system correctly. Because in each belief system, you will have people that will have these abilities to mold and shape who you are as an individual. When you choose people that truly want the best for life, that truly are here to evolve the planet in a way that makes things better and better. The true evolution is when something isn't working, we find a better way to do it, right? This is the same way with our mind, the same way with our every single day. Very, very important that you get this. That someone who is ready to evolve you is a leader that you want to look towards. Now, if you choose old frameworks, you're going to get the recycling of old belief systems that were created, whatever date and time they were created for those people at that time with the technology they had. And that is exactly how evolved you are. If you are here in today and you're happy with who you are and you're evolving today as an infinite being and you know and actually embody these deep and powerful places, your life must be the most beautiful thing ever. And if you do not have that, then you will definitely want to come to ENYELAH system. I want you to live for you as your purest self. There is no put-ons, there is nobody else's things. You will be actually bringing yourself through from existence. So as I have created the framework in existence, you will be yourself for yourself, because of yourself, by yourself, for the purpose of yourself. And when you truly do that, you will have a skill set that you're so fabulous at that everybody is going to look towards you and go, yes, they know exactly what they're talking about. They're fully aligned all the way through. I trust them, because people can sense these things on a deeper level when they are deep themselves. When they're not that deep, well, we've all really seen how people have learned to ignore certain things. Now, specific religions ask you to ignore a lot of who you are so that they can fungal around and do things in the background. Those are really old ones. Really, really old ones. Because as we evolved, they stayed the same. So if you really find that you don't know a lot about yourself, you don't remember a lot about what's going on in your own soul lineage, who you really are in the depth of who you are, and you question, am I living a life for myself? That's because you're a deep belief system. This is another reason why you would want to come over to ENYELAH and commit infinitely here. Because here is where you're going to learn the depths of who you are in the deep. The soul part of you. You're going to take responsibility for those things. You're going to understand what manifestations are, because your words are them from the depth of who you are, from the very depth of your own life being birthed up into who you are today and everything. So now, as you understand where you've come from and who you're looking to for direction, has a certain mastery. That's why they're in the position that they're in. So it's really important that you truly believe that you yourself are the dictator of your own life, and you choose where you learn from. You choose where you're actually getting your information from. Is it the person that actually wants you to live the best life, where you have the most power for yourself, to actually truly live a life that you're so grateful for? Well, this is exactly why you come to ENYELAH system and commit. It's really easy. You go into the multiverse. in my website, which is ENYELAH.com. And once you go to the multiverse, you put your name in as a seed to create your universe. Then you're going to understand and know a lot more about yourself, because I'm going to receive your choice to believe in the fact that there is a depth that you resonate with here. And that depth is like, wow, that's the freedom that I'm looking for, to see all of who I am. I've wanted to see these things. I've wanted to know what they are. And now I get the opportunity to do that. ENYELAH system does that because of how deep I am and how much I've mastered in this reality of specifically all the parts of the human, in the subconscious, in the dream state, in all of these different frequencies, to master them so that you can live a life that is meant for yourself. So when you transact with my system, then I transact with you, and I give you this system that you can now be your purest self. None of the stuff that someone's selling you, none of the stuff that is coming through in any other ways, whether it be families that you have learned to attach to, will learn to detach from those things, because it is always about you. You're in your own mind, you're here for your own self. You were only brought to live in your own human body and create your own human self through the things you've chosen to eat, the things that you've chosen to ingest mentally and emotionally. And the most resilient of us, we're all very, very wealthy. And no matter who's been around us, no matter where we've gone, no matter what environment we've been put in, and no matter what decisions we've made, the purest of who we are continues to come through. We overtake all things in our own self and become only our purest self. That's the wealth that comes in ENYELAH system. It is the most potent type of commitment that you can say, is to be yourself. When you're around other people, you learn how to see what's their stuff and what's your stuff, because each person is this beautiful, beautiful artistry of all the frequencies that you are. Every single word is a frequency going out. Everything you've programmed into the depth of who you are is coming out to share with each and every person who you are, and to actually be the genuine, purest version of you coming through into this human form. This is life in its most beautiful form. So whoever you are, however deep you are, it's okay. When you come to ENYELAH, we're gonna get you purely back into exactly who you were truly meant to be, and that's yourself, living here for yourself, so that when you express your purest self, that is the beacon that others can choose to transact with based upon your pure energy and everything that you stand for. It is the most beautiful way to live, because it doesn't take account all of the things that could have been. It takes account only what you desire. It is a now and future forward way of living. The past was an example of what we would like to shift, evolve, and refine. It is only that. It is only that to now, what do you want to do with it? So coming back into understanding a little bit more about each and every type of spiritual leader. They're on different levels, and they're all having conversations with you on a consistent basis based upon certain frequencies and community attributes. So if you're a part of this organization, the people will have a conversation with you in that organization. So it's kind of like when you sign up online and you come into my world, then you'll be able to have conversations with my spirit, and you'll be able to move forward through that. I used to have conversations with everybody and anybody, but I don't do that anymore, because commitment is really required for me to invest in you on these deeper levels. when you are committed to it, then you're a person that's definitely worth investing in, because an infinite commitment will actually make your whole body flutter a little bit. It will make you feel a whole bunch of things. And if you have that gumption and you have the guts to be able to make such a powerful commitment, then you're definitely worth investing in, because I'm going to hold you to that commitment. And every single lifetime, we're going to recognize each other. We're going to know that we're living in the wealthiest possible human experience, which is living for ourselves, by ourselves, because of ourselves, in the purpose of ourselves, at the pleasure of ourselves, continuously. It is the most beautiful existence possible. It's pure, it's full of integrity, and integrity is always where wealth is. Because when you can actually stand on firm ground, it feels good. It feels so good. And when you're that firm ground, your soul is that firm ground, your human feels firm, because you know exactly who you are, and it's this beautiful expression of your deepest power, your soul coming through your human. That's such a wonderful gift that you can give for yourself. There's nothing else like this on the earth. Because I know that I'm the only one that has created this. I can see where others went in other directions, because they all formulated under a specific deity who had a very dictative way of doing things that was not based upon the purest creation of life. And I know that I am this creation in my purest form. So as I go through all of existence, and as I am beyond existence, I am this code that has created itself into more of a framework, which is what you will understand as existence. So when you root into existence, this code is present on how you are able to be in existence. Because now you must be in a well-being form to be in existence. To have this power, you must be doing it in well-being, which means that everyone in your community now has to be following well-being. So to be a leader and to have exemplary power, you will have to do it by the algorithm code that I have created. There is no exception. It is not even possible, as the things that form into molecules need a certain specific code to do so, and they do it in a specific way. It is made this way. And anything that isn't made this way, it doesn't function and fizzles out. There are many different algorithm codes that are created to uphold every element of evolution. It is why your body holds itself together, and it is not just a pile of bacteria and different things moving about in the dirt. You have created in this form because you believed in this structure and you took it on and made it as who you are. There are other processes on the outside of this, like a portal that it was grown in, and the food that is on the outside that you feed it, and the exercise that you do to keep it moving, and the mental abilities that you have to maintain your own self and understanding. These are on the outside, but the creation in itself is a formation. And these formations are created by something that is like me on the deepest part that I exist on. It is something that is beyond an atom, beyond matter, beyond the vibration of the universe itself. It is something that actually communicates without frequency. This is what I am. In my deepest form, ENYELAH. So I will let you know that ENYELAH is where existence is, and I am yet deeper than this. I am a very powerful woman, and I am a very powerful being in this human form. It is fully come through as it is continuously. So if you are in any spiritual activation, you will understand that there are many thought patterns that come through you. It is because your community is there sharing their thoughts and their actions and their desires with you. In order for you to clean this up appropriately, it is very important that you live for yourself, by yourself, because of yourself, for the purpose of yourself. And when you do this, your purest spirit will continuously be able to radiate the wisdom that you want to radiate. You will be able to look at someone and be able to read the energy effectively without needing to respond, without needing to pull it in as your own, because it is not your own. Your own energy is different than your community's, and it is important that you create something that is actually followable for each and every person in your community. Because if you're taking on their problems, you're creating an entire cycle where everyone stays stuck. This is also the problem with domination, because domination dominates the upcoming and it just creates an entire circle. Spirituality, in its finest and most powerful form, requires the algorithm of existence to move forward. That is why things have been moving forward now. That is why things have been changing. And the places that seemed very before have been revealed. Oh, I've always wanted to say that. Oh, I've always wanted to ask that question. I've always wanted to think about those things. But it doesn't normally come to the surface until someone has authority over it that wants you to hear it, know it, and feel it. Because the old ways and the old orders had a lot of this over top of a lot of you. And because I have come and allowed these things, you can see that and replicate it. But until you're committed to it, it's not guaranteed. It's very important for you to understand the power of commitment. Very important for you to hold your structure in place, that it is solid and firm into the very depths of who you are, not just the human that is thinking, but the power source within you that is coming forward to create your own self through the many different programs and systems that have been created over time to make the best possible human experience. This is ENYELAH. My name is ENYELAH Brown & Taylor, and there's only one way to find me. I only have one website where everything comes to, and anything that changes, you're gonna find it on this website. That's ENYELAH.com. From there, you'll find other websites that I have blogs on and I send emails from. I have all my online accounts. You can find me in the whole megaverse. You can find me everywhere. This is a wonderful opportunity for me to share with you that words course that has just become live. Allows you to understand more about your words, each and every part of your own foundation. I have two elements to the course, those who are just learning the foundation and those who are like, I am the master of my own world. So you pick your way to go about it and you can move through that course wonderfully. And it is always your choice how you build your life, what you want to do with it, how you want to commit, and how you want to move forward with absolutely everything. So I'm here. I will see you when you choose to come back and receive more information from whichever video or aspect that I am here to share with you.